Are you struggling with using TypeScript Enums in your Mongoose schema? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into a common issue that many developers face when trying to integrate enums with Mongoose. I totally get it. It can be really frustrating when your code doesn't work as expected, especially when you're trying to use enums. This is a common hurdle for many developers, and you're in the right place to find a solution. Let's take a closer look at the specific question at hand. One user asked, "How can I use a TypeScript enum with a Mongoose schema?" They mentioned needing to convert the enum to a string array and wanting to use an enum value directly during schema creation. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's the issue here? The problem arises because Mongoose expects a specific format for enums, and using a TypeScript enum directly can lead to validation errors. We'll break down how to properly set this up. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that can save you time and headaches when working with Mongoose and TypeScript. To address the user's first issue, we need to convert the enum into a string array. This can be done using a utility function that extracts the values from the enum. Next, the user should update the schema to use this string array for the enum definition. This ensures that Mongoose recognizes the enum values correctly. Now let's address the second problem. The user wants to use an enum value directly during schema creation. To do this, we need to ensure that the enum values are correctly defined in the schema. If the user still encounters a validation error, they should check that the enum values are correctly set up in the Mongoose schema and that the enum is being referenced properly. Finally, if the user continues to face issues, they might consider creating a helper function to handle the conversion of enum values during object creation. Fun fact, did you know that enums in TypeScript are a great way to define a set of named constants? They can make your code more readable and maintainable. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by a user involves creating custom getters and setters in your Mongoose schema. This allows you to directly use enum values during schema creation. Additionally, remember to enable the getter functionality explicitly by setting the schema options for to JSON and to object. This method gives you fine control over how the enum property is represented in the database, backend, and frontend. Here's a pro tip. Always validate your enums before using them in your Mongoose schema. This can save you from unexpected validation errors down the line. And there you have it. You should now be able to use TypeScript enums with your Mongoose schema without any issues. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.